Hey there, Sue with Everyday Artisan, back again already. And I made pants. Can you believe it? It's the drawstring pants pattern. This is my very first attempt at making pants. If you know me at all, you know that I'm not like a natural sewer. I don't machine sew. So the whole concept was new to me. Especially adding the waistband. I might be asking you all for any tips that you have to put them down in the comments below. I think I did it wrong. I attached it to the front, then folded over, and then did an additional fold and kind of stitched around at the bottom of that, but got a little wonky. A couple places I didn't catch the whole thing with the stitch, so I'm still learning. But I'm excited because it's my very first pair. They are so darn comfortable. They have pockets, and I made them in the Twilight fabric. So today, I know last time I did the indigo part of the wardrobe. Before that, I did collection 29, which was the ochre, the peacock, and the black. I've done the neutrals, so my off-white, my ballet. But today we're going all the way down here to this end and to the Twilight and Navy. As I always have, I'm going to attach down below, or link down below, the Pinterest board I started making with Twilight. I believe it came out probably around 2019. Alabama Chanin came out with a collection. I don't know which number it was, but she used a lot of the Twilight fabric. She did a new dogwood stencil that she came out with. And so a lot of the things, and you can see this on the Pinterest board, were a navy top fabric, the dogwood kind of painted in a metallic, I'm going to say kind of gold, and a lot of negative reverse applique so that the Twilight was showing underneath. And I was very much inspired by that, so I actually made a top, which I'll gonna model for you later. Using that same technique, I had the facet stencil. This is just the tank top. And I think I mixed up my own paint. You can tell some parts of it are more saturated with paint than others. But we should get trying stuff on. In the meantime, so drawstring pants, I did have to, I'm only a little bit under 5'6" maybe. So I had to shorten them. And even then, they're still just about right. I forget what inseam I made, but there you go. I'm wearing the panel tank with the seams on the outside with the Cretan stitch, and a white cropped cardigan that was from her machine sewn line a long time ago. Okay, this is the pleated jacket. This was based on a design that she did with gray and red and white. And I'll link the blog post I did down below about how I made this jacket. And it's got a picture of her sample one. Kind of cute. I think the pleating is getting lost being on the white. So I'll need to put something different underneath. You know what? Let's try it with something plain navy underneath. Okay, so this is as plain as you get, but now I have the plain navy tank and the plain Twilight pants. And let's see, I bet the white edging, pleated edging of this top will really stick out better against this. I like this better too. It's not so much contrast. This is so comfortable. Okay, I can definitely wear this. I could even wear it with the white. I have both the white cropped cardigan. Would probably look good with this, but I also have the cropped cardigan in navy. Did you just hear that? So navy and navy on top with my casual pants on the bottom. Love it. All right. So I chose to do these in the Twilight because it's actually a fabric that I have a lot of in my fabric stash. They don't make it anymore, although her very latest collection, she's got something called Pearly, and if you ask me, it looks a heck of a lot like this Twilight, maybe a little lighter, little less saturated, but there's one shirt in her new collection. Can't remember what it's called at the moment, but I'm thinking I might get it because it would look so cute, I think, with this. I'll post a picture of it here, of course. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to change into that shirt I showed you earlier with the facets. Okay, so here we are. This is the tank pattern with the facets stencil. I've trimmed it in navy and did it in the Cretan stitch. So here's what that would look like with the pleated jacket. I guess I should say I made the jacket in a crop. They have when you get the pattern, you can choose the length. This one's kind of special, kind of fun. Let's try it with just the plain navy cropped cardigan again, which I think this is a little too special for this outfit. Now, I mentioned I have a lot in the Twilight. I've made quite a few things. I don't know that I'm going to go ahead and try them all on. I may try one. I like it. It's so comfortable, like I said. Oh my goodness. So in the Twilight, I have one of her ribbed skirts. So just the plain straight skirt in the Twilight that I bought from her machine sewn line on the website. And then I tried making a midi length skirt with some facets at the bottom. To be honest with you, I don't remember what I was thinking. Well, I kind of do. So I also made a top where I cut out a tank where I stenciled the facets onto some Twilight fabric because actually no, it wasn't the tank, it was the fitted top. And that was part of the problem because the fitted top just has the one seam down the center. And somehow I ended up with these two big flower patterns right on the boobs. Boob fail. So I never made that top. I also made a belt because I was going to wear the belt around the tank dress, my facets negative reverse tank dress that I made once upon a time, because that's in one of her very earliest fashion show collections. She has this dress with a Twilight looking belt around it, and it's spectacular. But I didn't make the belt substantial enough, and so it kind of shrunk down and didn't do good. So I want to do another one of those. So I was thinking, since I'm not using that painted fabric to make the fitted top because of the weird placement of the stencil, and I will probably link down below the blog post to that because I think I did a blog post on stencil placement. maybe I can take that fabric and kind of cut it different ways and use it to make a belt. So there's still things, but in the meantime, I haven't worn this a whole lot, even though this really would look cute with this. And maybe I'll need to try that on next. Why not? Okay, you're probably saying, hey, that's not the outfit she said she was trying on. But before I took this top off, I remembered that I've got two plain navy skirts. I've got one that's the ribbed skirt shape, so just the plain tube. And then I made a real simple one layer swing skirt in the navy too. And then I saw this, and I want to show you this because I actually wore this last night. I made this little purse. Their instructions were on her journal a long time ago, and I actually have a blog post that I will link down below with the instructions as well, because I don't think her journal posts are up anymore. But this would be cute to wear, and actually this would also be cute with the navy cropped cardigan. As always, love these things. I wish she still sold them. I'd buy them in every possible color. I know her core collection's sometimes has things like this. But yeah, that's a fun little outfit that I need to wear more often, as are most of my Alabama clothes. Okay, let's get back to that other one I mentioned. All right, so here we are with this plain. It's I believe it's the fitted skirt, and it was a little bit longer in the back, although now that I look at it, it's not. And in the midi length, and again, well, I'm just noticing some more problems with this stencil, but just stenciled in the facets. I haven't done any type of treatment to it. I wonder if I would like to, at some point, maybe take white thread and do something around the shapes to kind of give it that quilted look. That would be interesting. I don't know if I'd want to do beading on it. I'm really not as into beading as I would love to be, because I love to look at it, but it does kind of make some of my clothes seem a little formal, so I couldn't just wear really casually. And especially on a skirt, I'm always afraid I'm gonna sit on it or just do something to mess it up. Okay, there's one more direction I want to take this. I'm going to put on the Facets tank dress, and since we're kind of, the navy's in here, and that's definitely my favorite navy piece. It's kind of like my favorite dress that I've worn more than any other piece. So let's try that one on. Okay, so this, again, one of my favorite dresses ever. It is, I got it when I went to the workshop I went to in I always remember if it's 2014 or 2015. It's actually 2016. And it's the Facets in the negative reverse applique, and I'm going to get up here close so you can see. I've washed and worn this thing for 10 years now, and that's why there's so much texture in it, but I still love it. I still wear it all the time. It does have all the knots on the outside, which is I wouldn't say unusual, but it definitely adds a whole lot more texture. And so I do wear this with the jacket with the pleats. So this is like one of my favorite Easter outfits. I haven't worn it for Easter in like a year or two, so maybe it's time to wear it again this Easter. But real fun outfit, love it, comfortable. That's mostly it for my navy and Twilight. I do want to try to come up with a different shirt to make in Twilight to wear with the pants. I'm thinking something really casual. Really like the crossback top, maybe a plain navy crossback with some type of Twilight design on it. I don't know. If you've got any good thoughts, leave them for me down below. And I hope you have a great February. Thanks so much for joining me again. All right, bye.